Hey YouTube fans, it's Frank from Cruising with Wheels. Kevin's busy in another room, so I'm here for another episode of Tales from the High Seas. This one takes place aboard our recent vacation on the NCL Gem out of New York City. And I've got a whole list of crazy, wacky stories that went on for the 10 days we were cruising the Caribbean. Now this one, or actually two of them, take place on day one of embarkation. Now if you don't know what embarkation means, Kevin's going to put a link to our ship's lingo video, which tells you all about the different words that are used on a cruise ship. So we left port in New York City. Now we got on early like we always do. And we went up to O'Sheens to have our lunch. And so when we were done, Kevin said, why don't you sit here? Because I'm going to walk around and I'm going to see if I can find the best route to get you in your wheelchair to our room on deck 11. And, you know, he always does that. Now, the rooms haven't been ready yet. And they've been making announcements on the PA system that the cabins are not ready. And they will make an announcement once they are. So Kevin was walking around. Now apparently, and we didn't know this, or Kevin didn't know it, but the main doors to the cabin hallways were closed. And the crew didn't want passengers, I guess, to go up and down the hallways so that they wouldn't be in their way because, you know, they were still trying to get the cabins all prepped and ready and the beds made and everything clean. And so Kevin was wandering on deck 11, but the door was open. Okay, and so he didn't see the sign that was on that said, keep door closed, crew members are making up the cabins, because the door was open and the sign was hidden. So he didn't see that. But there was a group of French ladies, and they were busy yakking away in French, and so they walked, you know, through the open door, you know, like normal, and he just followed them. So he's following them, and they're busy yakking, and he's looking around, and he's kind of trying to figure out where our room is. Well, it turns out it was at the other end of the hallway. Well, all of a sudden, this ship's officer comes out, because he's in his white officer's uniform, and he starts yelling at Kevin, going, what are you doing here? You're not supposed to be doing here. What are you doing? And he grabs Kevin's arm. And Kevin is like, excuse me, first of all, take your arm off me. Do not touch me. And second of all, I'm a passenger, and you don't talk to me that way. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just here looking for the best way to get my husband up to the cabin. He's in a wheelchair. Well, you're not supposed to be here. You've got to get out of here. He goes, I didn't know that. I was just following those French ladies. The door was open. You know, we were just walking down the hallway. Well, so he goes storming off, and Kevin's kind of standing there like, what an asshole. So he goes and he grabs the French ladies and he starts yelling at them. And of course, they're speaking French. And Kevin's watching this whole scene, and the French ladies are pretty much like, you know, in French, going and dismissing him and go walking off. And he's standing there, you know. They practically like spit on him and walked off. And Kevin was like, what an asshole this guy was. I mean, who grabs a passenger? I mean, it's not like it's the crime of the century, okay? It's not like, you know, I just nabbed the kidnapper of the Lindbergh baby, you know, or, you know, some big high crime on the seas. It's kind of outrageous. The second goofy thing that happened on embarkation day was, now, I don't know if you've watched some other videos, but, you know, it takes about an hour or so once you leave New York City's port to get out into international waters. And that's when they are allowed to open the casino. They cannot open the casino, okay, as soon as you get on board. It's not how it works. So this lady, you know, gets on board. Now, the ship doesn't leave till 4 o'clock. Now, it was like about maybe 2 o'clock or whatever. Well, she's screaming and having a fit. I mean, she's having a major meltdown. I'm on board the ship. Why isn't this casino open? I have to play the slot machines. This is outrageous. I have to gamble. And she's like flipping out. And they're like, I'm sorry, but the casino doesn't open, and probably won't open until like maybe 5:30 once, we're an hour and a half out in international waters. That's how it works, lady. So you need to like take a chill pill. Well, she's like having a meltdown, okay? And we're like, these people, they just don't understand how it works. So Kevin and I have talked about this, in some other videos that we've done. So, those were two of the wackiest things that happened on day one, embarkation, leaving the port of New York. So, on behalf of Kevin and myself and Cruising with Wheels, we want you to travel safe and cruise often. And maybe we'll see you on one of our cruises. So Kevin's going to put some links on here because, not only do we do the YouTube videos, which we want you to go and subscribe to, but we're also on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. So follow us wherever you can. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.